Hey there, my name is Pravus and welcome to more Rebel Inc. Escalation custom scenarios. Let's take a look for a scenario called, that's not it, none of those are it, Political Uprising, there it is, by Game & Lock. A recent political scandal has made little of any government power remain in place. A surge in rebellion has occurred and many groups are interested. Companies are willing to cooperate with you for control, foreign sponsors will need to be directly addressed, and local insurgents have combined into a massive deadly force. Major cities are significant targets, and many surprises await with readied rifles. The national government will exile the region from society if the issue goes for too long and anyone still inside will be trapped, including you. So we need to engage in a heavily bureaucratic, inefficiently reforming regional government. Okay, that sounds interesting at least. What do we want to go for here? Let's go for the censor, I guess, plus the chef, the tax collector's fine, celebrity, tribal elder, doctor, all of that seems completely reasonable. We'll play this one on normal difficulty. Escorted to office, the regional government has been torn apart by political scandal, and you, a transport accountant, are one of the few highest-ranking officials entrusted to lead an operation that will secure the region. Why? I'm just an accountant. Insurgents are ready to rapidly deploy, and locals are incredibly agitated. Oh, this sounds fantastic. Okay, for my HQ, let's put it in a position where I can rapidly respond to multiple HQs? No, we want to protect these urban areas. Actually, this isn't even that bad of an idea either, but we'll go for this because otherwise it's losing condition. Dear God, there's a lot of things. We have tunnels we can destroy, we got rogue outposts, we got a bunch of ambushes, and we got minefields and stuff. Good Lord! This all looks terrible! This whole place is horrible! All right. Well, what do we get? We have deep wound. Pre-existing political tensions means that locals will become hostile very easily. Eccentric embassies in risky positions. Most of the population are very hostile. National soldiers are heavily weakened. Superiority. Zones will contain strong insurgent structures. Certain actions strengthen the insurgents. Very tough. Insurgents are well embedded in the region and must be discovered through other means. Insurgents are trained in river combat. Abrupt paperwork has opened better opportunities, but with increased risk. Additional funds can be requested if certain objectives are met. I'm curious what those are going to be. You are highly entrusted with expanded powers to operate additional initiatives, and reserve national armed forces have been set up several fortifications within the region. So extra garrisons, but otherwise everything is terrible. We need to hold on to this oil derrick for all of our sakes, otherwise we will surely die. So I'm going to go for the department office, which gets access to different departments. Then we have intel, we have corruption, we have assistance initiatives, and management of the regional government through internal structuring. Well, we'll go for intelligence first, which does lead to public relations. We're going to need the Department of Services, essential infrastructure, defense, standardized development, and research speed up the role of all initiatives in all zones, but a lot of corruption comes out of that. Then we'll also need to get the military office, which does have the coalition soldiers. Not much I can do about that right now, but holy cram. All right, so this is a pretty terrible situation we find ourselves in. Let's get that anti-corruption office going. Universal justice does sound good, but let's get some essential services. I'm thinking education could make sense. Watch that inflation, of course. Don't let that get completely out of control. We're gonna need to get rid of this rogue outpost, like, quickly. That's gonna block the peace process. Also, get rid of the dang tunnels. As quick as we please. Anti-corruption trials gain reputation, decreases corruption gradually over time. Sounds pretty good. A little expensive, but sounds pretty good nonetheless. I have no idea what internal structuring does. We're gonna go ahead and get intelligence. Slightly increases security. That's interesting. So we're getting a poor man's police. Very interesting indeed. Do we know what people want yet? Highways. Infrastructure? Okay. I see minor roads. I don't see big roads yet, though. And my corruption's kind of out of control already. So, all right, let's go for the anti-corruption trials. Might as well. I know it's expensive, but if it starts burning down the corruption, I see it as basically the same thing as this. Universal justice would be good. Public relations would certainly be good. We'll pick up the universal justice to start. I need to get as much support as possible because it sounds like we have ridiculously hostile populations, and getting a lot more support will be good. Also, we found another rogue outpost. Oh, that's going to be grand. Okay. And then, yeah, let's get that public relations office. There are a couple different levels of this we can get still. Multiplies existing and future support level with another expansion, or just straight out increase support level. All right. And then rival engagement. This sounds like the foreign relations office. Interesting. Okay, well, all these ambushes scare me because it means we're gonna need a lot of military units in order to move around. More tunnels scares me over here because it means it's gonna be very difficult to quash these guys, and they're right next to embassies, so that's gonna be good. What about internal structuring? Let's see. Reducing inefficiencies between bureaucratic necessities and wastes. Forces such as the coalition, police, intelligence, and national military require this. I don't know what that does, but I just spent a lot of money on it. What is this? Privatize education, decrease support level by a lot. Okay. There's standardized development, increase the roll-up of all initiatives, corruption likely to occur. Is this going to be one of those things where you start getting corruption for every initiative people roll out? I don't know. Corruption likely to cure. Defense gets a lot of support level. I think we'll get the minor roads, then we could get the main roads, and then presumably highways? I don't know. I'm just worried about making sure we meet people's needs here. We do need to get some healthcare, so we'll do that. Telecoms are also being requested. I'm kind of out of cash, and I feel like we're going to need to get those coalition soldiers pretty soon. Though surprisingly, it's taking a long time for these guys to get set up. I'm just looking at more and more intelligence and thinking, dear God, this map looks scarier every second. This is terrible! But all right. What else do people want? Yeah, telecoms and stuff. Fun. I'll bet you electricity would lead to stuff like that. Let's get defense, which leads to private security contractors, decrease support level, and some reputation increases corruption. But it's relatively cheap. Militia, that's just $3 and doesn't affect support level. Police force, however, massively improves the support level. Wow. Let's go for a cheap level of that. What else do we get? Hang on. Conscripted militia. That, however, would decrease the support level. Okay. I'm gonna get another public relations expansion because these are massive amounts of support, and I still can't get any military units because, well, the insurgents haven't fired off. I'm a little confused, actually. They definitely should have fired by now, right? Am I crazy? Hey, look. 2 more oil derricks. We need to control all of them. Wait, if I can't get my military units, then I can't actually, like, get rid of any of this. And also, if the author was relying on ambushes, then I can't fire them if I don't get any units. How is this supposed to trigger? Is it just giving me a lot of time? Is it being kind? I have a hard time believing it, but maybe. Let's go for the development that leads to urban teams. Okay, I don't care about that. Main roads and highways. Let's get both of those. Then we have privatized roads. Money, but otherwise, meh. We can get public surveys, though. Look how much support level we've got. The insurgents haven't fired, and we have a massive amount of support. Now, granted, still none of these zones have stabilized despite all of that, but you get the idea. Electricity and telecoms, there it is. We'll get those. My corruption is untenable at this point. We need to get a bit more of a reduction there, so we will. I'm not convinced these guys are ever going to fire. No, I have no idea how this works anymore. There are no insurgents, guys. They're supposed to be scary. They can fight across rivers and everything. They got tunnels, they got ambushes everywhere. But now I'm stabilizing zones, and nothing has happened. Huh. Well, we could go for regional data collection, rapidly gather intel. Fun. Anti-corruption online, purges, regional prosecutors. These are all things that reduce. Sounds great. Regional crisis communications. Let's pick it up. What did we get? More options? International help? Meh. How about police force? When these guys fire, they're going to meet a lot of resistance. Privatized internet. My God, people hate that. Yeah, it turns out privatization makes people very angry in this region. But okay. Huh. I don't know what's going on. I'm kind of worried that this scenario is bugged. Or rather, the author did not take into account the insert. Never mind, there they are. All right, now all hell's about to break loose. Let's get them coalition soldiers. And let's get rid of these tunnels and everything else. Ambushes are everywhere, though, so there's not many places I can safely go. Interpreters and guides, yeah. National soldiers, yeah. Scouts, no thank you. Airstrikes, drones, tunnels. Private military contractors lose a load of reputation. Every PMC deployed will cost 5 reputation. Huh. But, it costs funds, not reputation, so one might argue that eventually this pays for itself. For now, though, let's get some more coalition soldiers together. Let us start clearing out some of these areas, specifically to get rid of some of these things. I don't know. I just don't want to trigger the... I'm a little bit worried about triggering the ambushes. There's these guys. Yeah. We're still almost done stabilizing a lot of stuff. Some of these regions will be done pretty soon. Like over here. Okay, hang on. Maybe I can move you here and we can get rid of the minefield. I just want to get rid of as much as I can without triggering all of these ambushes. I'm going to need a lot of units to deal with this. Can only train 2 at a time, so let's get garrisons, plus start training up national soldiers. I'm going to need a lot of people. A lot of people working together to take this out. Garrison right over where? In the city, maybe? What we could do is actually maybe... I don't know, does this work? If you place a garrison on a tunnel, do the insurgents not retreat through the tunnel over here? That'd be very interesting if so. I don't know. Maybe? That would be interesting, though. Weirdly enough, it's kind of to my advantage to, like, not trigger all of these groups yet, though. Like, why trigger ambushes and make my life harder now? That said, at some point, it's gonna have to happen, ain't it? So, I don't know. We're supposed to move very quickly. That's all well and good. What about all this? Travel logistics, civil support, security checkpoints, yeah. Let's start getting some drones together. I want to see what's going on. Let's find out what's over here. Okay, we found they have a training complex. I figured there had to be a camp somewhere off in this area. Are we under attack here? We are. Now is the time to go and save this. We're knocking out these minefields, which will make it faster for me to respond to a tunnel if necessary. But we're about to trigger an ambush, and that will be scary. Interpreters and guides wouldn't be bad. Yeah, we don't want any of that. Can't get upgrades to roads. Expanded, you know, I think expanded enforcement makes sense. We want as much policing as possible because we're about to make a lot of things break out, and this is going to make my life hard. Having lots of police is undoubtedly going to help. Can't lose an embassy, of course, because then you lose the game. So, like, we've got to deal with that. Let's go to the Foreign Relations Office. That lets me apply some subtle pressure, so we can start working on that. We're going to get rid of the minefield, so that's going to be done. Now let's move up over here and provide some reinforcements. Drones. Let's explore here. Okay, found a camp. We'll need to bomb that. If I can get airstrikes, that helps. We're going to get rid of the ambush, plus we're going to get rid of this minefield. There are tunnels still over here. Didn't I get rid of the thing for tunnels? And why are they still here? I don't know. There are still tunnels in this area. Yeah, I need a lot of military units. Let's get the airstrikes going. Let's get the interpreters and guides. Airstrike the camp. Take that out. So that's good. We got reputation for doing that. I don't recall having a modifier up here that says it would do that, but okay. And yeah, we've stabilized more zones. These guys had to retreat through their tunnels. Okay. I would love to get rid of things like the arms cache. So let's move you guys over here. And we're going to try to force these guys to retreat out of here. We're going to get rid of this. This triggers an ambush, and that's terrible, but it's okay. Let's keep scouting a few other areas, looking for anything else. What else do we want here? Civil assistance would be great. I do think that private military contractors will actually end up being worth it. That's my guess. Let's get the regional data collection. Then we can get even more initiatives. Hello. And also democratic rehabilitation. I'm going to take the national request. Decrease cost of all initiatives, but lose 5 to make up for an internal embarrassment. Yeah, but what else did we get access to? Anything exciting? Doesn't look like it. I'm not sure what other initiatives they claim that we have access to now that I got the regional data usage, but I don't see anything. Water? No. Modern police? No. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we can do there. All right, so these guys are all retreating in the direction I wanted them to, so that's good. Then I guess... we need security initiatives. You're telling me I don't have security initiatives? I've got a load of them. I guess we're gonna have to take the approved project, but it's a bit of a risk. There's almost always something bad that happens. Police warrants, I guess, could work. Yeah, we have lots of corruption reduction. Gather intel on zones even faster. Yeah, I mean, that's good. We're not being attacked over here, and they're not spreading their zones that much. Let's, Let's go ahead and start clearing out some of these ambushes bit by bit. And yeah, it triggers a lot of problems, but I'm hoping it ends up being okay. We should be able to win these fights quickly and then force them to retreat. I need to start clearing some of this out. Their insurgent activity is obviously a problem. Yeah, they captured a zone over here. Still waiting for those national soldiers to be trained up, but it's going to be a while. Okay. What about... No, I don't want to... No, I don't want to do that. Increase corruption over time. No. Research? You know what? Let's do it. Research leads to more initiative rollouts and then high-quality electricity. So it's just better electricity. That's all it does. Okay, we're trying to force these guys to retreat in directions away from my embassies, by the way. Yes, the insurgents are splitting. That's great. Really? Because I'm pretty sure we were not supposed to have to worry about split and run. No one said that we had split and run. Hello, I hate split and run. Why is there split and run? And there's the insurgent attack up over here that we did not want to see. Good news is we have these guys in position, plus we have garrisons, so hopefully we can fight them down quickly, and I won't even worry about using things like airstrikes. So I'm hoping the police will end up doing a lot of their job. We're losing some policing in a few areas, so security is not enough, but we're okay, I guess. We could boost that up even further. Yeah? Jobs? Business banks? Let's go for education and then, yeah, more police. What's this? Heavy policing units. Improve zone security even further. So military weapons. Okay, so we managed to at least save the luxury hotel. I consider that to be pretty good. These guys are all going to end up retreating. I was hoping to have this zone stabilized. We can make that happen. And we move you guys here, you guys here, you guys here. And we can start pushing these guys back using my coalition soldiers. I do not want them having this oil derrick. That is a big fat no. Absolutely not. What else do we have over here? Anything? Just more training camps. We got to get rid of some of those. These guys are going to have to retreat. So we could do airstrikes and speed that up. Let's try moving over here and take away this tunnel. Never mind. Hold up. There's stuff over here that we need to deal with. They are popping through a load of tunnels. That's going to be an issue. What is this? Soldiers can support across rivers. Probably not necessary because there aren't very many rivers. Let's start training up even more coalition soldiers. We're going to need all of these training up, and it takes forever, as we have found. Let's go ahead and move you guys over here. We'll try to force these guys back. Keep control of that oil derrick. Keep the money going. Then move, I don't know, how about you... I want to get rid of this. This is important. Just go ahead and move over here and just try to get as much support going. We'll push these guys into a corner and see where we can go from there. New air forces are great. And then how about a garrison located right up here in the mountains? Oh, sure. Technically there's stuff here, but like, whatever. Who cares? Drone, find out what's there. A lot. There's a lot over here. Let's airstrike them. Bomb them. There you go. That works. More subtle pressure. This is a weird scenario. I'm really kind of confused a little bit by it, but it's interesting, isn't it? Heavier ordnance seems perfectly great. Human terrain system, I don't think we need right now. Corruption's completely manageable. Civil research integration, better military initiatives if Research 2 has been funded, which it hasn't been, but for some reason we can pick that up. Did it give me new options? Not yet. Okay. Well, let's see. I mean, maybe we can get some really cool new initiatives. Let's get Research Level 2. That leads to education superiority. So, even more education initiatives. All right. And then what else do we get? Nothing. Wait. Decrease... Oh, there we go. Decreased training time. Heck yes. All right. So now we can start getting... That doesn't feel much faster than it already was, if I'm honest. Feels kind of inconsequential. Well, let's get some extra support over here. These guys will stop reinforcing each other a little bit. We can start getting control of that oil derrick once again. I want to clear this out, so let's see if we can get some intel. That is a lot of enemies. My God. All right, we're going to move you here and try to surround them, I think. That'll hopefully work. We are under attack over this direction. We're going to have to fight over it. I think, anyway. Yeah, we're under attack. What's the security look like? Non-existent. Despite the fact that we had so many initiatives. Let's go over heavy policing units. Why not? And then also education superiority. Why not? Education is supreme. I'm going to need to start boosting up the strength of my national soldiers, though. They are fairly weak. We'll get the travel logistics. Apparently there's even more over here. Okay, there's a lot of ways that we can boost things up. That's for sure. Also, apparently airstrikes happen for free regardless. Oh, there's also an oil derrick here, so they're getting more money. Let's fight over this. Make sure we take that back. Let's get drones over here for more intel. More subtle pressure is great. Dear Lord, there's a lot going on here. This is a weird map. Oh, I think the security just killed all of these guys who ran through, but we're still under attack. There's no intel happening over here. It's a very weird thing. More strength. We could get tanks, but that'll antagonize people. What's this? Airstrike coordination. Reduce the likelihood of casualties. Okay. Let's go for... Let's just go for stronger. Ooh, it even decreases national soldier strength time. Yeah, let's just go ahead and make the national soldiers strong. Really strong. Ideally, at some point, they become stronger than my coalition troops. We just need these guys to start reinforcing over here. Of course, I can't allow these guys to take over my HQ, but that's now taken care of. All right, so we're going to take out the minefield and stuff over here. Then we can start providing reinforcements. Deployment over soon. Hopefully not. Get some strength here, plus another airstrike there, blah, blah, blah. This guy wants to leave. We have plenty of reputation, so that's no issue. Let us defend this HQ, plus send these national soldiers in to start doing some serious damage. Snipers, casualties, yes please. Soldiers can support wall fighting, yes please. Anti-IED, so we fight even more effectively, yes please. Right, these are the things we like to see. These guys are going to be reinforcing the crud out of each other. So these guys all died. These guys will hopefully die. Airstrike time, boom. Not enough. All right, tell you what that means. It means we need stronger airstrikes. We already got the heavy munition, didn't we? That's not going to do it then. What is this? Combat specialists? Ooh. We could spend money to start getting various specialists like the remote. We'll get more national soldiers, for sure. I thought I saw something else that was new, but maybe I didn't. Unless, what's this? Heavy police warrants. That's just... There's a lot of things that tie back to each other, I'm noticing. Lots of different initiatives that require you getting other initiatives first, which is interesting to me. Let's get the combat strength, and let's make it last longer than a drone this area to get some extra strength, because I will need to overcome somehow the local insurgent stronghold, which is causing issues. I will pull back and defend over here at the HQ, of course. Prepare some land for refugees, sure thing. Let us threaten them. Of course, that does make them stronger, so I'm concerned about that, but we're starting to win this fight now, and if we can take out this group, that's a pretty big deal for me. Another airstrike will help. We're starting to get rid of their training complexes. There we go, so they'll stop spawning. There's a cave complex. All right, what's this? Enhanced surveillance, multiple zones. Yas. Also, let's go ahead and get those caves. So we can start clearing these out. There goes the stronghold. That's huge. All right, now we pull back up over here, and we're going to start defending a few more zones. And let's go and trigger all of these ambushes and just do a massive assault off in this direction for now. And then a big scan. Yeah, we can see a couple of different zones by doing that, so that's going to give me lots of combat boosts all of a sudden. We want to reduce that cooldown. And let's not have a lot of casualties if possible. Yeah, we're not going to worry about intel in other zones yet. So this area is taken care of. It's going to be a while before that stabilizes, but that's fine. Let's move you over here and just go ahead and start clearing all this nonsense out. Okay, now we're in a really good spot. Even more security initiatives? Yikes. I don't see more. That doesn't mean they don't exist. It just means I don't know where they went. We'll deploy even more stuff. More telecoms? Yeah. It's all fun. Probably not what I need, but fun. They're about to attack over here, aren't they? And apparently those guys somehow got back in that corner. I'm not sure how they did that, but they did. We're going to go ahead and do another long extension with you. We're going to pull you guys down over here. We are going to surround and kill them. Make sure that we control the oil derricks, because I should be rolling in cash at this point. Garrison right here seems reasonable enough. Make it easier for me to win fights over here. Let's not forget that I get extra kills with snipers for having garrisons. And let's just make those garrisons even stronger. There you go. So these guys will clear out. Where they even came from, I don't know. But somehow they did. Let us get rid of another training complex. We'll pull you guys over here. Let's go ahead and leave this guy behind. Can we do civil assistance? The answer is yes, and we'll do civil integration as well. Okay, we're being attacked over here, and that's going to be a problem in a second. You know what? Let's move you up here. Actually, no. You're fine. Let's move you here. Let's do a big honkin' drone. Found more guys. How they're spawning in this corner, I don't know, but they are. Well, this guy should be safe now. Let's pull back and defend the HQ real quick. These guys died. Thank you, police. Now we'll start rolling out initiatives and make this fast, right? Not to mention we get kills now, so even if one spawns here and there, it's not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal. Let's go up here into The mountains? These guys are gonna get cleared out. Let's airstrike it. That certainly helps. Let's do another drone. Lots of combat boosts. There we go. These guys are gonna have to start retreating in lots of different directions, or they're just gonna take massive casualties. Airstrike again. There we go. That's right. All of you guys retreat over there. Run from me! All right, so this zone actually stabilized remarkably quickly. Let's defend the tunnel. Send you guys up over here. Send you guys along here, and you over here. And then we can start taking the fight to them. Sitting on lots of cash still. Turns out I didn't need the private military contractors. Fun that would have been. Open some more security and anti-corruption initiatives. Again, like, it just... There's so many that go back and forth. There's a load of initiatives here, but a lot of them ultimately don't seem to be that relevant. Decrease support level, but make it really hard for insurgents to take control. Yeah, that sounds fun. Let's go for telecommunications, urban teams, rural, and remote. There we go. We can just start rolling things out even faster. Where are you guys even coming from? Also, I wish we had better roads, because my travel time still feels like it sucks. If I'm honest. Doesn't feel all that good. So these guys are just going to die, right? There we go. Yeah, I don't know why they keep spawning one here and there. There's no tunnel, so I'm not sure how that's happening, but it is. If we move you here, there's already garrisons, so we should be able to force these guys into a corner. Airstrike this area, of course. We get lots of airstrikes. Took out a camp, which means I get even more. Let's use drones, so combat boosts, and there they are again. Good lord. Get over there. Get over here. Is peace still a lie and impossible? There might be... Ah, okay, there it is. Yes, this rogue outpost has to go away. Then we can start working on getting a peace deal. These guys die. We pull them back. We move you up here since we're apparently under attack somehow. Don't know where that happened, but it did. Never mind. We're under attack over here now. There they are. I think we go ahead and try to talk. Let's just go ahead and... Oh, they refuse. I'm shocked. Really? You refuse? I don't feel like you're in a position to refuse. Yet somehow you found a way. Weird. Let's fund the military and make these guys stronger. Scouts. Sure. Better garrisons. Make them faster. We can place down loads of garrisons now. Hilarious. It's actually not true. It takes forever to get a garrison, I'm noticing. Drone again. Blow up the camps. They have a lot of guys. We can literally just sit here and farm them for reputation for the rest of the game. This is nuts. This is ridiculous. And we're traveling really slowly. Dear God, get in here. All right, drone airstrike. Keep it going. Keep it going. Never stop. By the way, oh, right, they refuse to talk. I was going to say, why aren't we making any progress on the peace talk? Here we go, 29% chance. Now they have to say, yes, let's talk. You know what? We were a little bit hasty the first time when we said no. Maybe we do want to talk. Yeah, you do. Get rid of that training complex. Get a garrison over here. Why not? There we go. Even more power. And, of course, now they have caves. Doesn't matter. Airstrike them. Drone them. Boom, they're all dead. Oh, nope, they're back. Donate to charity, keep that all going. It's the only zone remaining. I mean, it can't have much left. We're just going to go ahead and ban these losers and then move on. All right, this has been a long scenario. I'm just going to go ahead and jump forward at this point. Oh, really? Because at this point, there shouldn't be anything left to do. Oh, and it actually stabilized unbelievably quickly. I couldn't even get through all the peace process. That was literally like 30 more seconds. All right, well, 5 stars. Terrible score, though. Fun scenario, almost a little bit too much going on. You have to go back and forth, and it's not always as clear what initiatives are needed to unlock new things, but I do at least like having lots of options. I think the scenario ends up being too easy only because the insurgents did not spawn so early on. Like, we were able to do a ridiculous amount of initiatives and get basically full support level before we even had to make our first fight. Like, I don't know. That could have used a little bit of work there, but otherwise I think it's a pretty fun scenario. Certainly a lot going on. Thank y'all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.